Okay, let me sit down a minute, baby. Okay, my little daily vlog. I've been thinking about something. I used to follow something called the Law of Attraction, and I did it right to the book, and I did everything with it because my life was so miserable. I wanted to change it. Religion never changed it, the Bible never changed it, so I thought, try something else. So I tried the Law of Attraction. The reason I want to talk about it is because a lot of people go on about this and how effective it is, but I have come to the conclusion after many years that the Law of Attraction is like the Bible. It's got big chunks missing out of it, and it's not the entire truth. So it's partial truth, but it's not the whole picture, because a lot of the times you fail with it, and then what they will say when you fail is, well, you wasn't doing it properly, or you've got blockages and you need to remove the blockages, you need to do mantras, and you need to change the way you think, blah blah blah. And I used to think, that's similar to religion. You're a sinner, you're not good enough. If you want to go to the kingdom of heaven, oh no, not again. Excuse my tea. Again, I have them all the time, and I fell over the dog, and the table, which I've now took down, fell, and this broke all over the floor, and now the dogs are going to start again. Right, I'll just let them get on with it today. Come and sit with Mommy, baby. Come here. Come on. Come and sit with me. Have some attention, honey girl. She needs to come on. Come, honey. Honey girl. Come here. Come on. Come on. Honey girl is my serious girl, and she's lovely. She takes life so seriously. Bonnie girl is like me. She's just off her head. But anyway, as I was saying about the Law of Attraction. Oh, thank you. She's going to pull all my lights down. Bonnie, sit, please. As I was saying about the Law of Attraction, it's not the full picture, because I was thinking about something and it makes perfect sense to me now. About 10 years ago, or thereabouts, I got into prepping, and I had a house, I had gas, electric, water, I had a job, I had money. I wasn't well off, but I was okay. So why did that suddenly come to me that I have to start prepping? My family laughed at me. They went, oh, what are you like? What are you doing? And I said, you don't know if the grid is going to go down. You don't know if there's going to be a war. You don't know what is going to happen in life. So we should all be prepping. We should all have food everywhere, stocked up, dehydrated food. We should learn how to forage. We should be growing our own food, and we should be prepared for all eventualities. And they laughed at me, and they laughed at me, and they went, Kelly's nuts, she's nuts. And at the time I'm thinking, no, I'm not. There's something driving me to do this. Something's driving me to do it. Now this is a strange thing, because I'm sat here 10 years down the line, homeless, thinking, oh my God, I am now getting my own water. At the moment I'm not, because I'm on a site, and I've got the water pumped in, but I have got a water distiller for seawater and stream water and things like that. I have to clean my own water usually, bring in my own supplies of wood. I have to go foraging to save money to pay for food. Now, it made me laugh, because I had this revelation that, hang on a minute, you had that thought 10 years ago to start prepping and preparing for something, and you never knew what it was. And as it turned out, while I was losing my house, I went through, my income went down by 70% when my partner left me, and I couldn't afford to live. I just couldn't afford to live. And you know what? All the food that I had been storing in my cupboard for a year, and I'm talking, my house was full of food. That food kept me alive while I had no money. Until my house sold and that money was put into my hands, I had no money. And the food in that cupboard saved my life. The food that was grown in the garden saved my life. And so I realised that is why I did it. Now, the law of attraction would have said, you attracted and manifested your issues, your problems, because of your mindset. And this is where I have an issue with it now. Because what I believe is that we have something called predestiny. And I believe that before we're born, we decide. I believe that we decide some of our problems that will arise in our lives. And I do believe this. I do believe it very much. So I do believe that we have got a predestiny. So some things cannot be changed. I was meant to be homeless. I was meant to lose my house. Why? Right at this very moment, I do not know. But do you know something? Somewhere down the line, I will know. Just like today, it suddenly dawns on me, that is why I was prepping all those years ago. It was in preparation for something that was going to come into my life, an event that I had no control over. And I was doing the law of attraction at the time. And I did have certain positive outcomes from that as well. And it did work to some degree. But my challenge to you all now who follow the law of attraction is, if it works so well, why haven't you all got what you really want? Now, this is what I am going to tell you. This is my own perspective. I don't think I'm wrong. If you're single and you're looking for Mr. Right, and I know a lot of my friends are right now, and I know a lot of you are saying, I'm going to manifest Mr. Right, he's going to come into my life, and I hope you find him, okay? But how do you know that it wasn't your destiny to be alone right now at this time? And I do believe that if you are alone right now at this time, it's because there's something you need to be doing. And I don't know what that is. It's personal to each one of us, but in my case, it's you are going to be alone and you're going to develop skills and things to lead the way for other people. That is what I believe. And I believe that, for me, relationships are a distraction. When you're in a relationship, all you've got is each other, and you are. When I'm in a relationship, I am very intense, and so it's just me and you, and that is it. But while I'm intense and involved in this relationship like that, I am not doing anything else. Do you know what I mean? So there's a reason why I am on my own right now, and I do believe that. And I am writing my book, as I keep telling you, I'm writing my book, and I'm on page 102 now. And while I'm writing it, it feels like it's got to be said. This has got to be written, and it's important. And so that's the why I am alone right now. If somebody came to me right now and said, let me take you on a date, and then we started dating and blah blah blah, that book would get put down again, and it wouldn't get written, and I would be distracted away from it. So I do believe that is why I'm on my own right now. So any kind of manifestation process that I'm going to do is not going to work. Seriously. So I could sit here and do 1,000 mantras a day. Send me somebody, please. And I could do anything. I could do the law of attraction. I could sit down. I can focus and meditate. No one's going to turn up. The reason why? Because they're not meant to right now. They are not meant to right now, because I'm supposed to write this book. That simple.